This is Devin with Writing Daily, the show that goes into the depths of the writer's mind to talk about writing and how we get it done and how we move forward kind of from beginning to end. Much of this has been sort of my personal process of getting 10,000 miles done. In case you don't know, my name is Devin Galladay. I am the editor-in-chief of In the Know Traveler. I'm also the author of the forthcoming book, 10,000 Miles with My Dead Father's Ashes. I am exhausted because it's that time. By the way, if you like what I'm doing, as always, please consider hitting the like button, ask a question, make a comment. I respond to everything wherever you are at the world. If you're seeing me live, or if you are seeing me at some later point in time, that's great. Marguerite, welcome. Good to see you. We do this, well, we try to do it as often as possible, but I'll be honest with you, right now, things have fallen off to the side a little bit. I haven't been doing this daily is the way I planned, in part because I knew it was going to happen. Here's the reality, is that we are sort of like down to, I think, like 5 or 6 weeks away from like the official launch. I think the warehouse date is kind of mid-August. That means, you know, bookstores and places will actually have my book, which is exciting. And basically what's happening is there's an avalanche of stuff that's kind of coming at me from all directions. By the way, Paula, welcome. Bill, welcome. Great to see you both. And so what's kind of happening in my daily life is that I'm setting up radio interviews, so is my publisher. There's just an endless amount of stuff that is starting to pack itself in as the launch comes up. Now, that said, as I have been, I think, rightly told, that really what's happening is there's going to be like a slow boil, because I'm still competing against known quantities of authors. And so the hope is that, you know, a few right people have the right things to say, and they find the book, they like the book and all that kind of stuff. But as that's happening, all of this stuff is starting to pile up in front of me, which is kind of wonderful and scary. And, you know, ironically today, the weather, I don't know where you are in the world, but in sort of like the Southern California area, we've been going through a heat wave, high humidity, it's sticky, it's muggy. And so I had to install 2 separate air conditioning systems into windows, which is a great thing. Ron, welcome. It's good to see you. And so what's happening is that, you know, I'm trying to deal with the heat wave, and I'm trying to kind of get the final everything done sort of my end. So that means on the plus side, I have set a date for October 9th at Chevalier's book. Thank you, Chevalier's, in advance. October 9th, I'm probably going to have some readers with me. I'm still trying to sort that up. Sup, back at you, Ron. Good to see you here. And so it's just like a complicated time. Like, I knew this was going to come. The hope was that I would still be able to do this every single day. And it's just been challenging to do that. Not because I don't want to or I've run out of material. It's just that all of a sudden my time is becoming more valuable. Like, as an example, this week, I have at least 2 dates where I'm going to be driving out to a studio in the Valley to start recording my Audible presentation of the book, which is, you know, on the one hand, fantastic, and on the other side, terrible and weird and all that other stuff. Sean, good to see you. I hope you are happy and well. And yes, as always, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure that you hit the like button, ask a question, leave a comment, tell me sup, just like Ron did. And so as these things build up, and one of the things I'm doing is I'm actually developing sort of like a launch partner kind of program. Basically, I have a number of friends who have digital programs and things like that I'm going to be kind of offering access for free for people who end up buying my book, which is kind of a fun thing. But it's also all of these things start happening all simultaneously, and it's tricky and it's complicated and it's scary and all that. And on top of everything, like, you know, I have to stop because I'm doing this audio recording. I have to read practice reading my stuff. And as I'm reading the book, you know, there are points where I'm like, oh my God, did I really say that? You know, the joy of memoir is that when you put yourself out there, there's a certain unvarnished nature of what that thing is. So I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, can I say that? Who have I just offended? I think I offended everybody except me, maybe. So it's a tricky process, to be sure. It's an exciting one, but I guess what I want to say is that I am totally into like prayer and meditation and some sort of like woo-woo kind of stuff, to connect with the universe in order to kind of just embrace the fact that, yeah, this is going to be a really challenging time. There's lots going on. There's certain things that are being finalized. Most of it, like, is, speaking engagements over the next couple months, podcast interviews that I'm going to be doing, not only with other people, but people who are going to be conducting with me and things like that. And so it's fun and exciting, and it's scary and uncomfortable. And I knew it was going to happen, and there's really no way to prepare for it. So what you really have to do, or what I've been doing, is kind of just being honest about it. I've been in contact with some writer friends who've also written memoirs, and just writer friends in general, to say, okay, this is what's happening. And on top of all of that other stuff, I met with my writers group, which only one other person showed up this week, because, again, no matter what's happening in my world, I have to sit down and keep writing no matter what. That's really what this lifestyle is all about. And by the way, Alfred, welcome, and Caitlin, welcome. I haven't seen you, Caitlin, in ages, so I miss you. I hope you are happy and well. And so anyway, that's what I've got going on today. I'm imagining I'm going to try and squeeze in a couple more episodes this week, but it may be challenging just because my schedule keeps getting tighter and tighter and tighter. But I love doing this, even if it's only for like 10 minutes of my day. Well, it's actually much more than that, because there's setup and what am I going to talk about and how am I going to say it, and thinking about you guys. Because, at the end of the day, you're part of my community. You're my peeps. So anyway, I think that's what I've got for today. I am probably going to be back here in a couple days, probably Wednesday, I think may be a good day. Maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going to see if I can do that. But as always, please consider hitting the like button, leave a comment. Let me know that I'm on the right track. And if you're writing something or you're in the same boat as me, let me know how your work is coming along. Matter of fact, I had a couple of rare bird friends, Marty Weiss and Riley Perez, both have, I think, books officially launching like in the next 10 days or so. So those are going to be some fun things. I'm also putting together lists of writers that I want to be perhaps reading at my personal events, which should be great. And so, I'm just going to keep plugging along. I hope if you are writing, regardless of the genre that you're doing, that a little bit of what I do is going to inspire you to keep doing this thing, however we can do it together. So keep writing. I'm going to touch base again in the very, very near future. And as a matter of fact, I'm taking my wife to the airport like in 20 minutes or so. Anyway, hope you guys are great. Keep writing daily, because that's what we do in order to just keep living this writer's lifestyle. And thank you for joining us. And I hope to talk to you again all real soon. Take care.